Hello everyone. Antigone, written in 5th century before Christ in ancient Greece by Sophocles, remains one of the most topical tragedies of the 21st century, mainly because of ideas and issues it carries with each simple line. Why did it happen? Today I'm going to discuss an agenda: family versus state. It's Daniel Litash, and here we start. The majority of people, after reading Antigone, mostly pay much more attention to the relationship arise amidst character of the tragedy, namely Antigone, Ismene, and Creon, while I see the main purpose of this masterpiece in revealing reasons that led heroes to the decisions they made. Firstly, I'd like to turn your mind to Creon. Basically, the major part of readers are sought to consider Creon as a ruthless, contradictory, and maybe even mad person. I partly agree with the statement, but in my point of view, he can be acquitted by the fact that his main interest is in political and social order. For him personally, law, written by humans, is an immutable basement of the state, in this case, Thebes. On the other hand, we have Antigone, who firmly stands for the family, its traditions, and the unwritten law provided to humans by God. She manifests as a counterweight against Creon, obviously of her feelings to the dead brother. Yeah, that's it. A separate part ought to be dedicated to Ismene, just the good girl of the family. She completely comes to the heel of Creon and doesn't show any act of resistance to the system. However, she loves Antigone as a sister and doesn't want to see her death after the recent brother deprivation. Those three characters merge and make up a unified network. They can't exist without each other because everyone has its own mission to be accomplished. If Creon didn't issue a decree about letting Polynices as a carrying for the crowds, Antigone wouldn't resist. Coming up to conclusion, I would like to say that personally, as a lawyer in the future, I endorse the side of Creon as a ruler. Despite the fact that Creon is bound to ideas of good sense, simplicity, and the banal happiness of everyday life, his wishes pursue good intentions, stable state, and happy people. In the tragedy, the will of people of Thebes is not presented brightly. Potentially, they hated the betrayer so deep in order to leave him buried with honor. In order not to leave him buried with honor. Whereas Antigone is almost alone at her judgment. Though, honestly talking, Creon had utterly the same situation. Well, that's the end of today's parsing. Read all types of quality of literature, think about ideas chasing author in writing the book. Best wishes, and stay educated.